Hello everyone, Rus here, and today it's the first episode of reviewing my city. This city, which is called Nakawice, as you can see on that building. Yes, of course you can't see it because of the trees, but the city is called Nakawice, and it's my town that I built in solo creative single player. It's currently under construction, so if you notice any gaps or some imperfections, don't judge too critically. It's just building. This town is built since August of 2021, with some buildings dating even older, because I usually don't like to waste any buildings and incorporate them into the new setting. The town is actually my favorite and one of my best towns that I ever built and one of the biggest, although it is not even 50% finished. This town of Nakawice is the one that I'm going to review today. All started mostly maybe half a year ago, when I finally decided to build a city. I am into creating Minecraft cities since 2013, but they were not done in full-scale Minecraft, but mostly on Minecraft ripoffs, and were quite bad by modern standards. This time I wanted to start from new and create the city that I imagined, that I liked, and as you can see, this one is heavily influenced by Eastern Bloc and Soviet architecture. Although it is a fictional country, a fully fictional, so any similarities with other real-life cities are just coincidental. Of course, as we say in Ukraine, everything has been created before us. That's actually true, so I can't build anything that looks very distant from real life because it needs to be realistic. That's how I want it. From the first video that you saw on this channel, that actually was recorded over 3 months ago and was just lying on my hard drive. This one is actually a very improved version of that city. And now let's start our today's review. This district is not interesting by now, so let's just walk to the city center from which I'm going to start. Here we are now in the city center, which is a old historic area like many of our European towns have. And actually, as you can see, this building has Pochta written in Russian on top of the building. My fictional country actually has its own fictional language, but Russian is also widely used because of the Soviet influence, so you can actually see it in buildings and in signs, and usually in layout of the city. It's full of detail, which makes it very lively and interesting to a person that walks just through the streets. It isn't built like a giant cityscape just to be at a background of an image. It's actually a city from below. Now we are arrived to the central square, which is this large area in front of the city hall. This is the main square, and this obelisk is a monument to the victims of World War II in my city, and this is the Great City Hall. It's a modernist building from the 80s, which has 3 floors and a beautiful mosaic of a soldier in front of it, and a small vending machine right under it, so you can actually buy something. The build itself is very detailed, and all buildings have interiors, like that's not empty shells. For example, look at that building, you can see something inside, as well as here, but you can only see the floors and ceilings, because usually furniture is at the bottom. When you walk inside, here is a passport and different utility organization, like you can be given some documents here, like passports, different receipts, and other like that. We have multiple tables, like offices, where you can stand and receive your documents. Also televisions or computers. Actually, you can see it's fully in vanilla, so this map will be available for download later, but for now it's not finished, so I won't let you download the finished map. And this is the Great Assembly Hall, with a flag of the city and a tribune here, and multiple benches to sit and listen to interviews with mayor, to different presentations. Like, he just stands here and gives a talk to everyone sitting right here, like journalists and different important people. This is like very old historic documents that are held here, and a balcony for more people to stand in. Also, you can notice some nice carpets on the floor, and on the main square you can also see this nice looking sort of installation, which says in Russian, "I love Nakawice." There are some food stalls and some other market stalls in the middle of the square, and that's a hotel, which I'm not going to show today because it's big. That's the post office building. From the side it has a lovely arch where the post van goes, like that's a post van, and that's a clothing shop on the corner. The post office is so built in this simple but very elegant style, like it's not baroque, it's something like something in between Renaissance architecture and classical architecture, I think. Here's the shop. The shops are also detailed, like this detailing is old, but it's here. We have a cash register, and here's a hot dog stand. And in entrance to the post office, like here you can receive or send your mail, and here you can write it, so it has even tables and chairs for that, and a nice carpet. I love carpets. Also, there are a lot of trees, because trees make cities greater, they give shade, they cool down and clean the air. So a lot of trees featured here, and also we have different facilities around, like this giant building is just an office center called Kita Center, It has some advertising like every modern city has, and interesting decorations around the windows, there, and it's overall a nice modernistic building, which is actually quite different from the post office, but it ties together well. That's a residential building with a hardware shop at the first floor. Like we walk here, here is a hardware store, and that's just entrance to the apartments. And here is the hardware store with some tools, some different paints and building materials, and even some machines like a drilling press and a bandsaw. And this huge building with a grey bottom is a bank, as you can see by the symbol. It's a bank. It has its entrance over here, and here are the windows to receive money, and that's a one of huge vaults, and the biggest vault is here with a huge metal door which is protected by a lot of concrete and a huge lock. Of course, the interiors are just temporary because I don't think that we need many interesting interiors. I don't usually walk into the buildings too often. Also, as you can see, streets are filled with different vibrant cars to give it more liveliness. And that's all for now. Hope see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for next update. I'm going to continue building and usually expect a video every week. Please like and share. Thank you for watching. Good luck and bye.